Good, glorious morning, everyone. It is March 30th. My name is Austin James Haynes. I'm glad you're here this morning. Discover, or I should say, unexpectedly discover authentic inspiration. Poetry is a powerful, subtle force. Your head is constantly craving more scrolls, more thoughts, more content, news, entertainment, infotainment, stimulation, but maybe you need the opposite of that. There's a question that Tim Ferriss poses. He says, what if you did the opposite for 24 hours? What if you did think about your day. What if you did the exact opposite for just one day? So take a moment to just let this moment wash over you. Maybe take a breath. And I just realized I need to take care of some technical business. So we're gonna do a little bit of a restart here. So I'll be right back. For those of you, we're gonna do a little bit of a restart because I just realized there's a tech thing I got to take care of. But TikTok, you're gonna stay live. Good, glorious morning, part two. We had a little tech thing I had to take care of. So welcome back. For those of you that are on LinkedIn and YouTube, Facebook audience, you're coming in now. Let's talk about pouring in some inspiration into our minds this morning, into our busy minds. But maybe the spring, maybe the onset of change, the mixing of the winter and spring winds in March are creating something in your soul that longs for a change. So what I want to do, I'm going to share. Yesterday, I shared a Rumi poem, and I have been going through a year with Rumi. And I shared a poem yesterday. You can go check it out. If you go to YouTube at Austin J. Haynes, you'll see yesterday's part. But it had two parts to it. It's called How We Move Inside of Grace. I'm going to share the second part of that today. It's dated March 30th, How We Move Inside Grace 2. And then I'm going to share one of my original poems. And I'm also going to add a quote. I'm going to add a little quote here that is going to supplement the Rumi poem. And it's a quote by Bruce Lee. I'm just pulling it up right now. But please say hello. Like, if you are joining here, make a comment. I'll call your name out because we're streaming live. So you can get a kind of a shout out if you want to share something that inspires you. What inspires you? You know, what inspires you? And as always, we welcome you to just pause and breathe. To literally just take a moment. I know for me, it can be really difficult. Yesterday, I took 2 hours away. I just went out. If you look at my story, I had some beautiful imagery yesterday out in nature. Just transports me to an infinitude. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Elisa. I will. We're going to share a poem here first. My friend Elisa is listening on Facebook. We have TikTok. All right. So let me get into the poem. And I got some really three things, and then we always have bonuses for you. I just want you to walk away inspired today. I don't know how or where it's going to come. Just say, have an open mind. Have an open mind, because your thoughts are constantly running. You're probably judging me right now. My hat, my eyes, my whatever I'm wearing. Let go of all that. There's going to be something here for you this morning. Here we go. How we move inside of grace. Water is the story of how we are helped. Hot baths prepare us to enter the fire. Only salamanders can go directly in without an intermediary. Salamanders and Abraham. The rest of us need guidance from water. Satisfaction comes from God. But to get there, you need to eat bread. Beauty comes from the presence, but those of us in bodies must walk in a garden to feel it. When this body medium goes, we will see directly the light that lives in the chest. The qualities of water are showing us how we move inside grace. There's a lot. Whenever you read a Rumi poem, it's just layered with it's rich. It's like a concentrated it's almost like concentrated divinity in some way. But what I wanted to point out here, because there's a lot in here, it says the qualities of water showing us how we move inside grace. So I want to pull away. Think about water. Think about the quality of water. And it reminded me of a Bruce Lee quote where in 1971, he said, 1971, he says, "Be water, my friend. Be like water. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find your way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle and it becomes the bottle. You put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. And I'm going to tell you that you are a miracle. And I'm going to tell you why you're a miracle. I'm going to give you a sign of the miraculous. How many of you want a sign of the miraculous inside of you? How many of you want grace moving inside of you? And a drip, a blurb of the miraculous that is moving inside you right now. I'm going to share that here in a moment. And let me share it right now. How many of you ate something today? How many of you, now, unless you're celebrating Ramadan, right, where they fast during sunlight hours and then they eat. So they fast all day. And then as soon as the sun goes down, they eat, and then they fast during daylight hours, Ramadan, right? But how many of you have ate food this morning? Who ate food today? Anybody eat food today? This is morning coffee. Did you drink coffee? We got our coffee mug. Get free, stay present, move forward. So just give me a shout out if you ate something today. Food, drink, did anybody? Anyone? Is everybody on TikTok from the spirit world? They didn't eat anything today. They didn't drink anything. Um, so I'm going to wait, and we'll get a nod here. Okay, we'll wait to hear if somebody ate something today. I just need somebody to type it in. Yes, I ate something today. Yes, I drank something today. Okay, we have Diana from South Africa. She's streaming live here via Facebook. She says, "Yes, I did. Bread and tea." Isn't that funny? How the poem references bread. Let me talk about that, and then I'll talk to you about why you're a miracle. The poem says, "The rest of us need guidance from water. Satisfaction comes from God, but to get there, we need to eat bread." Now, you might think the man cannot live on bread alone, but I think what he's referring here is that we need to sustain our physical bodies in the physical world in order to continue to seek God. And although we might fast, we might have suffering and all these things, that these spiritual overtones, we need to eat bread. But here's the amazing thing. Here's what's amazing. The miracle lay within. Whatever you eat, whatever you ate this morning, whatever you're going to eat today, you have to think about one thing. What are you going to eat? And then you put it into your mouth. You are done. You're not thinking about how the body metabolizes that food. Imagine if I said to you, you got clutter in your house. Your house is cluttered. And I said, all you got to do, get all the clutter and just put it into the one room, and it will miraculously organize itself. You would say, you're what? You're crazy. That's impossible. How can the room organize all my stuff? But every day when you eat, your body is organizing and metabolizing your food, and you have to think nothing about it. You don't have to stop and go, okay, that bread, let me just metabolize that bread right now. Okay, the bread, I'm going to metabolize the bread in the stomach. Okay, now we got to get it into the intestines. Okay, wait, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let me move that bread into that bread. I got to take some of that nutrients out of that bread. Let me get that phosphate into the bloodstream. Yeah, let me do. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about that. Your body is a miracle. It's doing it. You put water enters the cells. It's a miracle. All right. How we doing? I got one more poem to share with you. And let me know if you like this. Feedback? Anyone? Bueller? Okay. Here we go. This is One Decision. One decision silently waits. One decision is all it takes. One decision pulls your life in a fresh, new direction. One decision overcomes the past mere reflection. One decision is now perfectly clear. One decision no longer crippled by fear. One decision acts on the still small voice. One decision driven by your own choice. One decision now fueled by purpose. One decision rises above the fallacious circus. One decision activates your full capacity. One decision causes others to marvel at your stark audacity. One decision, and you finally realize one decision is all it took to fully be alive. It's called one decision. So take a pause and think about one decision that could change the trajectory of your life. What one decision are you aware of? What one decision, maybe you're not aware of it yet. Maybe you didn't even know. Maybe you've just been living with like a low level discontent. We're quiet this morning. We're quiet. You know what? That's funny. I look at TikTok. It's like I'm live on TikTok here. I feel like it's like people opening up the door, looking in and closing the door, opening up the door, looking in and closing. Come on in. Anyway, to Diana, I think you're still on. Thank you for being on here today. I'm going to end the live stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I invite you, if you want to learn more about me, go over to the YouTube channel. There's a brand new introductory video there. You can follow along. It looks like this. That's my YouTube page. You can go there and check it out. See if this translates. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can go check that out. Help me out. Follow there and check out the introductory video if you want to learn more about me. This has been TikTok. I'll keep you open. Audience here, it's been great to be with you and continue to seek inspiration. Continue to seek authenticity. Continue to discover what's true for you and what's important for you. And remember, trust, because I'll just reference the food that you eat every day. You don't think about how the body organizes it. It is a miracle. It is happening without your thinking. So if your body can process all that food, what else could you do by just simply focusing on less? Because when you eat, all you have to focus on is what you're going to eat, and you put it into your mouth. That's it. What you're going to eat, you put it into your mouth. Your body does the rest. So think about it. Imagine if you were just intentional. What's the one decision I need to make? And you make the decision and you don't have to figure it all out. So powerful. Have a great day, everybody here. And I will catch you tomorrow morning for Easter Sunday, or Resurrection Sunday, if you will. God bless.